Yes, welcome back to the program, and you are listening to us out in Durban on the broadcast waves of Al Ansar and in Pietermaritzburg as well, and out in Polokwane on One Nation FM. Don't forget, this is also going out on our satellite broadcast on Salam Media, online on salammedia.com, on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Salam Media, as well as on YouTube. Now, I'm reading from the Daily Sabah website here about a program called Resurrection Ertuğrul, and this was dated the 15th of May 2020, right? So about 3 weeks ago. The series has reached over 21 million viewers in digital media in the last 3 months alone, and that's not including the impact that it has had in Turkey as well as in other parts of the world prior to this 3 month program. Produced by Mehmet Bozdagh, Derilis Ertuğrul, or in English it would be Resurrection Ertuğrul, is a popular series of Turkey by the public broadcaster TRT, which started filming in 2014 and released its final 150th episode in May 2019. And although a year has passed since the final episode, Ertuğrul is still being watched with great interest on YouTube and in countries where it has been exported to. Now, one of the main actors in all of this is a man called Engen Altan Duziatan, and he will be featuring on the Facebook page of the Yunus Emre Institute here in Johannesburg, South Africa, on Wednesday evening. And joining me to tell us about all of this is none other than Abdul Aziz Yigit, who is the director of the Yunus Emre Institute in South Africa. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome and good morning, and we welcome to the program.
Walaikum salam, Azhar. Thank you, and thank you for having us.
All right. So, first of all, I've just given a brief introduction there to the Ertuğrul series, but from a Turkish perspective, perhaps some insight into the producers and what was the thinking behind it. Can you give us some information on this series?
A resurrection Ertuğrul, which we call Diriliş Ertuğrul, is also known Diriliş Ertuğrul in South Africa. As you know, explains a magnificent history of Turkey. This series was one of the most remarkable and important production of Turkish radio television channel in Turkey. As you said, the first episode of the series was released 6 years ago in Turkey in 2014 December. The series is based around the 13th century Anatolian time in Turkey, and the story tells us before the establishment of the Ottoman Empire, as Turkish people interest watching the history of Turkey, a Selçuk Empire and Ottoman Empire, and so on. It shows the struggle of Ertuğrul, father of Osman Gazi, the Ottoman Empire's founder. By the way, they are called Gazi because is a title given victorious in Turkish language, such as Osman Gazi, Ertuğrul Gazi. Uh, and the first season story of the series is about the struggle of Ertuğrul and his tribe against the Knights of the Temple in the 13th century. The second season is about his struggle against Mongolians who came to Turkey in Anatolia. This is also around the middle of the 13th century. And finally, the third season, Ertuğrul and his tribe moved to Söğüt, nearby Istanbul, and where he's fighting against the Byzantine Empire.
All right, so that is a brief background as to what the series is actually about, and it has become extremely popular around the world right now. We just saw there. I was reading millions and millions of viewers have tuned in. What has captured the minds of people? Why has it become so popular?
I think it is first of all having a professional cast and team, like you said, in the series. I mean, professional directors and actors, such as Mehmet Bozda, the director and the producer. And the popular actor such as Engin Altan Düzyatan, who is the best known for his role as Ertuğrul, and the Kaan Taşener, his role as Gündoğdu, Hülya Darcan, her role as Hayma Ana, Hayma Hatun. I'm sure the fan of Dirilish know who they are already. They are known as the most popular actors in Turkey. This is one of the reasons. And the number two, the subject of the series based on a real story. In the series, stories tells us about the 13th century of Islamic history. Therefore, it attracts the attention of the Islamic world, today. And the number three, well preparations, because according to some news, in this is in Turkey as well, the preparations process of the release Ertuğrul series, which has a 60% decor and art team took 4 months, designing and all tents, the nomad and so and so. The actors of the series also have been educated for 3 months of riding horses, using swords and shooting, shootings and the arrows and etc. Therefore, as we can see, the series takes us back to the 13th century, just prior to the Ottoman Empire. And from the viewpoint of mine, I really can't get an idea of such a history by reading it or listening to by someone else, unless I watch an amazing series like that. It takes me to the back to the past. And yeah, as you know, South African Muslims and the Muslim in the world are interested in the Ottoman and its history. This is the another reason being popular, and yes, it tell us about Ertuğrul and father of Osman, and especially the founder of the Ottoman Empire. And I guess these the factors have brought the series forward and made popularity around the world. Therefore, the show has been well received, particularly in Islamic world as well as Pakistan, Yemen, Kashmir, Tunisia, Brazil, and in South Africa.
Yes, and I think it inspires people a lot with and gives strength to their resistance to many of the oppressions that are taking place in these countries that you mentioned. Now, what can people expect from the discussion that's going to be happening on the Facebook page of the Yunus Emre Institute on Wednesday at I think it's 8 p.m. One of the stars of the show, Engen Altan Duziatan, who is the main character of Ertuğrul in the series, will be featured.
Well, first of all, it is interesting that he will be as Engin Altan Düzyatan, more than Ertuğrul at the program. I mean, he will not with his sword and horse, in the program. He will be like a regular person, Ertuğrul, as usually we see him. This is another interesting point for us to see him in the program. And furthermore, his fans will not watch him, will watch him alive in the program, perhaps for the first time. Therefore, it would be exciting because of his popularity while it is broadcasting live in English translation. In the program, uh, his popularity spread across the world, but also he reached the heart of the audience from different languages. Also, we discussed this in the program and evaluated, And one of the main objective is that the president of Yunus Emre Institute and Turkish Culture Center, Professor Dr. Şeref Ateş, will ask him notable questions, and he will be answering and sharing his experiences in the program. I'm sure it will be a fruitful conversation for the people in South Africa if they watch this, and they shouldn't miss out. He might also be answering some valuable questions as well regarding Ertuğrul Diriş series that he played as a leading role, and I believe his experiences and advices be beneficial for us during this lockdown pandemic, while many of us stay at home. And he also be answering questions around the world. Some people might ask this another interesting point. So it is 10th of June at 8 p.m. Program will be live broadcast as you said.
Yeah, so don't miss it live on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. I think it is, yes, 8 p.m. on Wednesday evening. It will be live on the Yunus Emre Institute Facebook page. We've been given permission to share it on our very Facebook page here as well. So you could watch it here and you'll be seeing that live broadcast from the Yunus Emre Institute. Now, finally, Abdul Aziz, uh, is there any information or some tidbits of information about Engin's life that you can share with us? Do you perhaps know some things about him that the public doesn't?
Yeah, this the most of the informations are written on the internet. We can see that, but briefly I can say that his full name Engin Altan Düzyatan, and he's a Turkish film and television actor, and he is best known for his role as Ertuğrul in Diriliş. Therefore, he became and he's one of the most popular actors as well as a presenter in Turkey. And he was born in 1979 and played 26 different series, including Diriliş Ertuğrul and 16 movies, and he first made his careers in 2000s, and he became more popular after Diriliş Ertuğrul in Turkey and in the world. I think, and he's got married with two children.
Hmm. All right, so that's some basic background information on the life of Engin Altan Düzyatan, the main leading character in Diriliş Ertuğrul. If you have any other questions that you'd like to have or you'd like to find out more, please do tune in 8 p.m. Wednesday evening here on this Facebook page, on the Facebook page of the Yunus Emre Institute. Abdul Aziz Yigit, Jazakallah khairan. Thank you so much for your time. Wonderful chatting to you again this morning.
Thank you.